Hey everyone, and welcome to today's explainer. Today, we're literally unlocking a massive piece of the Spanish language puzzle, the verb estar. By the end of this, you won't just be memorizing grammar, you're going to truly understand the fascinating ways Spanish distinguishes between who you fundamentally are and how you feel right in this very moment.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our clear, 5-step learning path for today. We're going to meet the verb estar, learn how to conjugate it, figure out exactly when to use it, tackle the ultimate showdown of estar versus ser, and finally, we'll put it all into practice at the restaurant.
Section 1. Meet the verb estar. Now, you might already know one Spanish verb that means to be, and that's the verb ser. But Spanish actually has a second, entirely different verb that also means to be, and we use it in completely different situations. So, let's meet its partner, estar.
But before I just hand you the rules, I want you to put on your detective hats for a second. What do the following sentences have in common? Really listen closely here and see if you can spot the pattern.
Yo estoy en la escuela. I am at school. Or, el pollo está delicioso hoy. The chicken is delicious today. How about, mis amigos están contentos. My friends are happy. And lastly, ¿dónde está el restaurante? Where's the restaurant? Did you catch it? They all use a form of estar, estoy, está, están, to describe where something is physically located or how something feels right now.
Section 2. Conjugating estar. Huge congrats if you spotted that pattern. Now that we know what it looks like in the wild, let's look at the actual mechanics of how to build the verb estar in the present tense.
Let's run through these forms together. I'll say them slowly, and you can echo the sounds right back. For I am, it's yo estoy. You are is tú estás. For he, she, or you formal, we use está. Moving to the plural side, we are is nosotros estamos. You all, primarily used in Spain, is vosotros estáis. And for they or you all, it's están.
And this brilliantly illustrates an absolutely crucial detail. Those accent marks on estás, está, and están. You literally cannot ignore these. Without an accent, the word está, which means is, becomes esta, which means this. You really don't want to accidentally call your friend to table instead of saying they are at the table, right? Accents tell you exactly where to put the stress, so spelling definitely matters. Section 3. When to use estar. Okay, so now we know how to perfectly construct the verb. But when exactly do we use it? It turns out estar has 3 main jobs. Those 3 distinct situations where estar is absolutely required are location, temporary states and feelings, and results of an action. Let's break these down one by one.
Our first rule is location. Basically, if you want to answer the question, ¿dónde está? Where is something or someone? You need to use estar.
For example, if you're calling home, you'd say, estoy en casa. I am at home. If you're giving someone directions, el mercado está en la ciudad. The market is in the city. Or if you're simply texting a friend trying to find them, ¿dónde estás? Where are you? Rule number 2 covers temporary states and feelings. This is all about the present moment, you know? It's a condition, a mood, or a temperature that can and probably will change. How things are right now. For instance, estoy cansado. I am tired. Or for temperature, el café está caliente. The coffee is hot. Give it an hour and it's iced coffee, right? We also use it for health, like mi mamá está enferma. My mom is sick. Or for moods, like los niños están contentos. The children are happy. Feelings, illnesses, and temperatures are fleeting, so estar is required.
And that brings us to our final rule, results of an action. This describes the aftermath of an event. How did something end up because of something else that just happened?
Think of it as cause and effect. Someone opened the door, so the resulting state is la puerta está abierta. The door is open. Or someone spent all afternoon cooking, and the glorious result is la sopa está lista. The soup is ready to eat.
Since estar is the ultimate go-to for feelings, you'll definitely want to keep a few of these essential adjectives in your mental toolbox. For example, maybe you're ocupado, busy, which makes you cansado, tired. And maybe that even makes you a little enojado, angry. But once you are listo, ready to clock out for the day, you're instantly alegre and contento, happy.
Section 4. Estar versus ser. So the crucial point here is knowing when to use estar versus our other to-be verb, ser. This is probably the biggest trap for beginner Spanish learners. But honestly, with a simple trick, you are never going to get it confused.
Here's the golden rule. We use ser for identity, what something fundamentally is in its DNA. Are you a student? Are you a tall person?
That requires ser. Estar, on the other hand, is about location and state, your current reality. Are you at the library? Are you feeling tired today? That requires estar. Identity versus current reality. Keep those separated and you've got the whole shebang mastered.
Section 5, at the restaurant. You have the grammar down perfectly now, so it's time for our final capstone section. We're going to apply absolutely everything we've just learned to a real-world scenario.
Picture this scene in your head. Carlos and his mother are at a restaurant. They are looking at the menu, you can hear the lively chatter of the dining room around them, the clinking of glasses, and they're getting ready to order. Imagine the conversation they are about to have.
I have a challenge for you. The next time you watch a Spanish show or read a dialogue just like this one, fíjate, pay attention, be an active detective and actually count how many times está naturally pops up in the conversation.
And as you spot them, ask yourself, why did they choose it here? Is it a physical location? Is it a fleeting feeling? Or is it the result of an action? I want you to take these rules out into the wild. Once you start looking for estar, you're going to see how it brings the entire Spanish language to life, capturing the ever-changing reality of the present moment. So what current states will you describe in Spanish today? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep listening and keep practicing.